This video chart presentation is SEFE Inc. SEFE is a bulletin board listed company trading our ticker SEFE. We've done this video in the past. Back in through here when it was making a nice climb, we identified a breakout point, and I wanted to revisit it now because this chart's into blue sky breakout mode. It's pushed through the resistance point that we talked about. It's just an overall example of a real strong bullish chart. See the MACD, nice uptrend, still holding well over top of zero. This is technically a PPO ADX pinch. This is when the stock first started trading early on in February. There still wasn't much trading activity in it, but a nice climb in the PPO. ADX on a nice upward trend. Still plenty of room for this to continue to rise higher and show more strength to the direction. MFI buying pressure is clearly dominant. Accumulation distribution also shows there's a lot of buying in this play, reflected in the shaken money flow. Selling pressure is clearly being dominated by buying pressure. CCI, per definition, this has been a hold now for more than a month. An official sell signal from the CCI indicator doesn't happen unless the CCI breaks back down through 100. Full stow holding above 80. Clearly momentum still in this play. And the tricks, much like the MACD, solid upward trend, holding well over top of that zero mark into bull chart territory. RSIs, always important to me to hold over top of 50. Clearly that's happening. When the RSI is over top of 70, momentum traders call that in the power zone. While some people look at it and say that's overbought territory, SEFE is a good example of how long a chart can ride in that power zone and continue on an upward trend. See right through here when the 7 RSI broke through 70, stock was still under $1, and it's added more than 50% since that date, and the 7's never broken back down through 70. What I would look for now is, because it's in a blue sky breakout, it does have a relatively limited trading history since it's a new issue. You look for the old high to get broken, which is right there at $1.62. That is the next resistance point, which that high was established yesterday. A little bit of retracement's never a bad thing. You can see right through here. The black candle means the stock actually closed lower than it opened that day, but closed higher than the previous day closed. So there's a little bit of profit taking going on there. Followed it up the next day. A little bit of a retracement, pulled back inside the Bollinger Bands, and then came another rise, still riding the upper half of the Bollinger Band. It's a very bullish position. I'd look for a couple different things on any sort of pullback. There's some pretty solid support running right through this $1.25, right up to around a $1.30 mark. I'd want to see it hold that solid support level, and then continue an upward trek, take out those old highs. 50-day moving average, about ready to break through the 200-day. It's referred to as a golden cross. Again, it's a bullish indication. 200 days basically flatlined, but the stock's been holding over top of that 200-day now for quite a while. So what we'll see is this 200-day start to curl and twist upward. 50-day, of course, will be leading the way. It moves quicker. And that's a positive thing because the most bullish of charts, 50 and 200 days, are both trending upward. Price per share is holding over top of them. I often reference a 10-day moving average. I lean a little bit more heavily back towards the 20-day moving average at this point because the stock is holding the upper half of the Bollinger Band. So that would be one of the key moving averages I'd be looking for in the shorter term. Of course, it is dynamic. It's moving upward pretty firmly. In a matter of days, it will be up here and lending support to this $1.30 mark. All in all, though, just a great chart. One I'm glad we visited back through here. Just a real solid example of technical analysis. Volumes clearly picked up in this. 4 million shares traded yesterday. Maybe just slightly above average. You can see the interest that's perked up in this play and what can happen with price per share when volume comes in. Chart set up for a nice move. Breaks above the 200-day. Breaks through a resistance point. Continues an upward climb. And right now it's at a point. I'm looking forward to make a new high, but also evaluating any sort of pullback points where this chart can find some support. Those are the type of things that I see in the SEFE chart, but as always, it's merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.